We're a small little union, but with Talawa.
Absolutely. Contracts now! Contracts now!
Local 75 has been that union that has set the citywide standards for all the hospitality workers throughout the city. We had a very interesting year, 2018. We had challenges of fighting off raids. We had the challenges of going through bargaining, the challenges of basically fighting the bosses. Our motto on that year was one job should be enough and none of us going to be left behind. We brought the companies down to their knees. At 7 a.m. we would start, and you come in before your shift starts at 8 o'clock. We had the workers outside and we had bullhorns. And we just let the bullhorns do the wake-up call. And we had 10 to 15 bullhorns, sometimes 20. And we chanted, and then we stopped, and then we had the bullhorns going, and people were looking out the windows at 7 o'clock. We're like, it's okay, it's a complimentary wake-up call. We wake them for you. I do remember a time where we were actually going into the lobby, and we saw the guests that were coming up, and we're like, oh my gosh, here we go. They're gonna be all upset. And all of a sudden, they surrounded us. And they were clapping, and they were chanting, and they started marching with us. And the hotel would stand by and be like, oh my goodness. And then ever since that, they came out and said, when are you doing a wake-up call? Sometimes we were doing wake-up calls at 3-4 different hotels at the same time. For example, the Hilton workers were determined to make sure that they were part of that standard. The Green Choice was on the table for a very long time. But that was the biggest fight, and that fight was at the Hilton, who fought that off. And then the labor movements who were staying at the hotel on that specific day emailed the CEO also. So he got 700 emails at least. The next day we went to bargaining, the very first thing they said, we're taking the Green Choice off the table. Yep. They were on strike inside that hotel for 5 weeks and no loss of pay because how determined they were. And that was one of the ones that opened up the doors for the other smaller hotels. Once we set a date for bargaining, they were like, I don't want what's down the street to come here. So here's what the standard should look like. Is that what you standard? Okay, here you go. And it was a 14.5% wage increase. There was room reductions for our room attendants. There was benefits increase in our pensions. There was actually shoe allowance for all full-time employees. And the labor movement was behind us 100% all the way, even to this day. And we just wanted to send a thank you out to all of them who supported us. And you know, I don't know, sometimes I get teary about it, but it's been really good. It's a year to remember. Even though it seemed like a lot of things were happening, but we had a lot of winnings. But collectively, a group of everybody mixed together, calling it the labor movement itself.